Long ago, in a valley so green and so slow that the seasons seemed to take their time on purpose, there lived an old shepherd whose name has been gently forgotten, the way a warm thing is forgotten under a blanket. He kept a small flock of soft gray sheep on a soft gray hill, and he was known all through the low country as the kindest man for many quiet miles. Each evening, when the light grew long and the bees went home, the shepherd would walk his flock back down the hill, and the sheep would walk close to him, their wool catching the last of the gold. He did not hurry them. He never hurried anything. He believed the day would end whether he rushed it or not, and so he let it end, the way honey leaves a spoon, slowly and in its own good time. Now it was the shepherd's habit, when the sheep were folded and the gate was latched with its worn wooden peg, to sit upon a smooth stone at the door of his cottage and do a curious thing. He did not count his sheep, for he knew them all by the shape of their dreaming. Instead, he counted the kindnesses of the day, the small ones, the cup of water given to a thirsty traveler, the gate held open for a neighbor's slow old cart, the crust of bread left on the wall for whichever bird should find it first. And as he counted, a single quiet star would rise above the eastern ridge, the first star, the patient one, and it seemed to the shepherd that the star was counting along with him. One kindness, and the star grew a little brighter. Two kindnesses, and it shone a little softer. The shepherd never knew if this was truly so, or only the gentle trick of a tired and happy eye, and he found in the end that he did not need to know. The years went by like sheep down a hill. The shepherd grew older, and his counting grew slower, and the slower it grew, the more he found to count, for he had learned that kindness hides in the smallest hours, the way a kettle is set on for someone who is cold, the way a name is remembered, the way a door is opened without a sound so a sleeper might keep sleeping. One mild and misty autumn, when the apples hung heavy and the smoke rose straight, a young traveler came along the low road, footsore and quiet, looking for nothing in particular and finding the shepherd's hill instead. The shepherd, seeing the traveler's tired step, did the natural thing. He set a chair by the fire, and he warmed a little milk in a little pan, and he said, as he always said, that there was room enough and time enough, and that the night was long and gentle, and asked nothing of anyone. The traveler stayed. There was, after all, no reason to leave a place so warm, and in the evenings, sitting upon a second smooth stone that the shepherd had rolled to the door without a word, the traveler learned the old man's quiet habit. They counted together, the cup of water, the open gate, the crust upon the wall, and the patient star rose over the ridge as it always had, and it seemed to two pairs of eyes now to brighten with each small and tender thing. The shepherd taught the traveler what little he knew, which was not much and was everything. He said that a kindness need not be large. He said that the largest kindnesses were often only small ones done again and again, like the wearing smooth of a stone by a soft and faithful stream. He said that you could not run out of them, that they were not like bread or coins, that the more you gave, the more you somehow seemed to have, and that this was the gentlest arithmetic in all the world. And then one evening, the way the dusk settles into the grass without a sound, the old shepherd grew tired in a deep and easy way, and he said it was time to rest, and so he rested. The traveler folded the sheep and latched the gate with its worn wooden peg, and sat upon the smooth stone at the door, and counted the kindnesses of the day. And the patient star rose over the eastern ridge, the first star, and it shone as softly as it ever had, perhaps a little softer, as though it had been waiting and was glad. The traveler is old now, too. There is always a traveler, you see, and always a hill, and always a flock of soft gray sheep that walk close and unafraid down through the long gold light. And every evening, when the bees go home, and the gate is latched, and the smoke rises straight into the cooling air, someone sits upon a smooth and well-worn stone and begins, without hurry, to count. The cup of water, the open gate, the crust upon the wall, the kettle set on for the cold, the door eased shut so a sleeper might sleep. One by one, soft and unhurried, like sheep going down a hill, like the wearing smooth of a faithful stone, like the slow and certain brightening of a single patient star. And so they rested, all of them, in the green and quiet valley, and so, in the warm, dark, dewy,